controversy. Why is it that they are looking for trouble on this once again because it's election time?
First of all, I am surprised that my dear friend Dr. Anand has just up to one point since yesterday has not gone into the detail of what has happened today. Secondly, RSS has any criticism of RSS in any film has not resulted in any ban or demanded by RSS. I have also said since many days that this ban on this particular document is not a good idea. This has to be fought on the factual basis, and the way we are discussing that this particular film is nothing but rehash of people who peddled their lies for 20 years and didn't succeed, which are thrown out by the Supreme Court. And do we know that Indira Gandhi has shut down the office of BBC for 6 months? We don't remember. Similarly, when people say that if they see the documentary, what will happen? This is a new generation for whom this is a new revelation of what happened in 2002. For them, it's a gospel truth, which this left is trying to peddle and trying to brainwash them. And I just read today an article by a Muslim software engineer somewhere in Saudi Arabia saying that Muslims are being made cannon fodder by creating a war about scared Muslim minority, etc., rather than trying to give them progress. And this BBC, if I tell you the history of BBC, it's not just question of this particular episode. BBC's horrible record. You talked about Jack Straw. He's the man who talked about weapons of mass destruction and saw the destruction of Iraq just because they wanted oil. And now coming to BBC, right from 67, when BBC interfered and created havoc with 1965 war, there was a complaint by MC Chagla in the Lok Sabha. In 1970, French filmmakers made some horrible films about India. India complained and they stopped. Another film was made and released. Finally, Indira Gandhi shut down the office of BBC after that. They came back crawling. Goa Liberation, there was a talk on BBC where Dom Morais was called. He burnt his passport openly on the TV, saying that no more Indian citizen. They fanned the Khalistan fire by calling Dr. Jagjit Singh to speak about Khalistan and give air to those ideas. Again in 1992, P.V. Narasimha was shown in a bad light by talking about very poorly about the nuclear war. Then in 88 also Rajiv Gandhi expressed displeasure with BBC. So the continuous record. I'm not talking about international record, I'm talking of only records related to India. Was there a way to teach BBC some lessons? There was a better way of teaching the lesson. Maybe Indira Gandhi was right. And to say that this is, what are the people who are talking about it? Initiators, Ali Shan Jafri, look at his profile on Twitter, what kind of person is. He's from The Wire. Hartotesh Bal Singh Bal, a regular of Caravan, political editor, regular Modi and Hindu hater, he is there. Nilanjan Mukhopadhyay, a professional Modi hater who has made his career out of it. Arundhati Roy, he speaks, who knows nothing but good English. One book wonder is the goddess for them. There is Christopher Jeffrellet, known Hindu hater. Then there is Jack Zestro. So the entire episode has been created. They want a ghettoization of Muslims. It is not just question of creating a kind of narrative, international narrative, when India is rising, stable economy, best economy, wonderful work against COVID, Modi ji turning into an international leader. All this is hurting these people who are fed on the racist idea that UK still is the imperial power. They are no more, I'm sorry to say. Even they have lost the preeminence in economics. So this BBC is playing a very dirty game, and our people who are following this particular idea, Anil Antony has been thrown out of Congress. Why? Because he thought BBC has done something wrong. So does this mean that Congress has an agenda behind the BBC documentary? That is my question. And those who talk of freedom of speech, why are they opposing Gandhi Godse film then? I am not for Godse. I think Godse did more damage to Hindutva than what could have been possible. It would have done much better without that particular kind of horrid accident or horrid incident of killing Gandhiji.